Another strategy for reading, especially when you're reading novels, is to focus on the concrete and go from the concrete to the abstract. So some of the things that are very concrete in a novel would be character, plot, and setting. And what I recommend a lot of times is pulling out some paper and write out characters, plot, setting. You know, draw a little diagram like this. Chapter 1. So as you're reading chapter 1, or maybe after you're done with chapter 1, depending on how you process information, you take notes on what's going on. So character is really about who. But you really need to focus on questions. Things like, who are the characters? What are they saying about themselves? What are they saying about each other? What are their actions saying about their values? Why did the author build this character in this way? What is their strengths? What is the way they're fitting into the setting? Do they really fit in the setting? Asking those questions really make you an active learner. So focusing on the character and taking notes on which characters and who. The plot is basically the events, so you can take some notes on what's actually going on in the chapter. And then the setting is really where it's at. What time of day, what time of year, what year, you know, it's really when. And also where. You know, and some questions around that could be, you know, why did the author place this plot and these characters during this time? What's the reason she's doing that? And so you take some notes on not just what's happening, but what do you think is going on, and why is it fitting into this setting? Okay. Developmental educators really believe that you need to go to the concrete before you go into the abstract. For many people have trouble doing theme. So sometimes when you ask people, what is the theme? They don't understand the theme that well. And then people just keep going, well, don't you understand? What's the theme? That's not helpful. What's really helpful if people are struggling with theme is to go back to the concrete and really look at the characters again. Take better notes on the characters. Ask more questions about what's going on with the plot and the setting. Because as you create more and more of the concreteness of the novel, you're going to start seeing patterns. And those patterns are going to inform you about what the theme is. Okay? And so I really believe that the more concrete you can really make it and understand the concreteness, and then start asking those abstract questions about how does the character fit with the setting, and how does the plot really fit into where and when it's happening, that you can then start to get to theme. And that can really be helpful with a novel. And by taking these notes, you're being very active again. You're not being passive. Sometimes, you know, depending on the novel, there might be loads of characters. And if you're reading multicultural novels, then that's going to be, hi.
I set an alarm, I'm sorry. I set it on my phone, I just
That's
hear it go
okay.
off.
We're almost done.
Okay.
So when you're really looking at this, you really want to be doing the concrete types of things to build up to the theme. And by really taking good notes and asking those important questions, it can really help you to understand the material better and to even remember it better. So that's sort of the novel approach to taking notes and really being active in doing those readings.